Your Football Weekly update from GoJacks.com with the head coach, John Stiegelmeier. Second round of the FCS playoffs coming up on Saturday as the Jackrabbits, the number 7 seed, will host the University of Northern Iowa. We talked about the seeding and some of those things earlier on. Now you know who you're going to play. Things are a little more locked in. Just give me your thoughts as you watched that game. Very competitive game. Both San Diego and UNI really played well defensively.
Yeah, it was a hard-fought game. Good defense in both ends. Some turnovers, again, are impactful, and that's what happened for San Diego. But I thought UNI played a really good football game.
All right, before we delve into everything on the Panthers, I want to hit on the just-released all-conference team and some of the honors that went your way. First teamers, let's just run through them one by one and get your thoughts on them. Pierre Straughn Jr., what a year he had at running back.
Yeah, year cut short so far, but tremendous football player, and really followed up last year with an equal performance.
Wide receiver Cade Johnson.
Cade's a difference maker. Whether we flip the ball to him, throw bubble screen, hand the ball off in reverse, or try to throw it to him, he's an impactful player for us.
And your other first-team All-League selection was linebacker Christian Rosenbaum, who's been first-team All-League seemingly since he came out of the womb.
Christian's a great football player. We talk about him every week, and we should, because he, too, is a difference maker just on the other side of the ball.
Second-teamers, and try not to miss anybody as we go along here, but co-captain Ryan Arith.
Ryan Arith is such a steady player, a great leader, a great football player, does everything right all the time.
How about Don Gardner and the impact he's had from the cornerback position?
Yeah, really a breakout season for Don, and rightfully so. We knew he had it in him. He knew he had it in him and got his chance and did a great job.
Luke Sellers, who had his first career touchdown and his first career catch against USD. He's an all-conference fullback and another captain.
Yeah, I really believe Luke is the best fullback in the Missouri Valley Football Conference. A great honor for him to get second team. Great football player for the Jacks.
And what a story of Matt Clark, a kid who didn't play in your program for a couple of years, to return this year, shift positions from what he's accustomed to, and he ends up being second team all-conference.
Well, I'm really happy and proud of, happy for Matt, proud of Matt. And rightfully so. I mean, he's a really good football player, and I'm excited he's on our team.
All right, and then I want to also hit on the 3 honorable mention all-conference selections. A couple of these guys are captains as well. We'll start with wideout Adam Anderson.
Yeah, Adam is a really good football player. At times is maybe in the shadow of Cade, but when his number's called, he makes plays.
How about linebacker Logan Backus, who has intercepted a pass in each of the last 3 games?
Again, a guy that plays hard, a really good football player. Again, a captain and a leader for us, impactful guy also.
And you and I have talked about him a couple of times, but the improvement Cal Hart has made from his first day on campus to now, very deserving of an all-conference honorable mention accolade.
Yeah, I mean, Cal, when you think about the old-fashioned tight end, the guy that blocked and caught a few passes in the season, Cal is a prototype of that, and I think one of the best blockers I've ever seen at tight end here.
I think I hit all the all-conference honorees there. Certainly don't want to miss anybody. All right, so second round of the FCS playoffs, Northern Iowa. The uniqueness, and this is something you've gotten familiar with over the years of playing a team that you have played in the regular season and the postseason, but even more so unique is that you just played UNI less than 3 weeks ago, and here you are playing them again. The recent matchup, how does that impact the playoff game Saturday?
Well, I think it, the fact that we won and we won handily, I think it riles them up a little bit, no doubt, and maybe gives us a comfort zone. But Coach Farley will have his team ready. This is their month. This is where they play their best football, and we need to be ready to play our best football, and I'm glad we're at home in front of our crowd.
You hung 38 on them in that game, but you also know how talented that UNI defense is, very similar to yours statistically in how taut they've been throughout the year.
We had a lot of short field opportunities with turnovers. We took advantage of that, which is good. They're one of the best defenses in the conference, in the nation. They give you a bunch of fronts, so it's going to be a battle on Saturday.
You go back to the regular season and you are plus 11 in turnover margin in your wins and minus 8 in losses. That was a huge story in the game against UNI that you won. You were plus 4 in turnover margin.
Yeah, we were, and we need to do that. And it'll be a day where the wind's going to be blowing, it's going to be cold, and there'll be more opportunities for that probably, and we need to take advantage of that.
Quarterback Will McIlvain is so special as only a redshirt freshman at UNI. Your defense was able to cause him some issues. We talked about the turnovers the first time around, but you were immediate every time we talked about how great your defense played to say, look, this kid's a special player, and I know you still feel that way.
I do, and I talked to him after the game. I said, go make the playoffs. Unfortunately, we're playing them, but that's part of the way I approach coaching. You know, I celebrate great players, and I high-five them, win or lose, and he is a great player, and he's got a lot of years ahead of him.
All right, when it comes to your football team, everybody wants to know about the health. Having that bye week, you had talked about it. The extra week off allows you to get healthier. Are you healthier than you were a couple of weeks ago?
We are. Yeah, we are. Well, you're always going to be beat up during the season. You know, they talk about in the pros where they hardly ever hit during the week. We've got to do some of that type of stuff. But we're healthier. We're going to have a bounce in our step with the week off and the 2 Thanksgivings. So I expect us to be close to as healthy as we've been at this point of the year.
I'd be remiss if I didn't specifically ask about running back. Do we know yet who will be in the backfield? You have a lot of options if they're all healthy.
I know Mikey will be. That's what I know. I know Blair's ready. Those are the guys that I know are healthy, and we're looking forward to anybody else that can put on the pads.
All right, to have this game at home at Dana J. Dykhouse Stadium, that's a big advantage here in the second round.
It's a huge advantage, and it's an advantage for us to sleep where we sleep, eat where we eat, but it's also an advantage to have our fans show up and make a difference, and we need to do that. It's a playoff time. It's a chance to make a run, and they can be part of that.
And you've often said that while the playoff crowds sometimes aren't to the number of some of those regular season crowds, the passion and the exuberance that they show really makes a difference.
Well, I think you get the people that are truly passionate, like you're saying, and committed, and they're there for basketball, they're there for wrestling, they're there for cross country, volleyball, all those things. And we need some more. We need some additional ones to come get on the bandwagon and help us win a football game.
All right, my last question before I let you run. You, like Mark Farley, are alums of your institution. You've been coaching for a long time. You've had a lot of success. That isn't the case with a lot of the schools that make the playoffs. They don't have alums as coaches, or they're recently hired head coaches. Look at the top 2 seeds, for instance. How special this is. You have 2 guys who know the fabric of their institutions meeting in this postseason game.
Well, yeah, I mean, it creates a deeper commitment, a deeper feeling, win or lose. You know, I've got my master's from Northern Iowa, so I don't know them from both places, but surely love South Dakota State and what they've done for our family, and ideally we give back continually as the football coach and football coach's family.